Hey everybody, welcome back to World History with Mr. Finn. Today we are taking your first semester final. First there's going to be two parts to it. First thing, you're going to want to number 1 through 10. It's a little light here. I'm going to have to do it with another darker marker. But the important thing is just numbering 1 through 10. You don't really need to be too worried about this. And then I will tell you about the second part of your finals, because when we are here in person, we usually have a test quiz component, and then we have you work on a project thing, and I put the two together to equal your final for the semester. So, without further ado, the beginning is going to be just like a normal quiz, just a little bit longer. So, here we go. Let's see what questions we have. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to flip for this one. I'm going to start and do it myself. Usually, with quizzes, I flip to the random pages because it could be from anywhere, but I want to make sure I get everything because it is covering the first semester. So let's start with number 1. Number 1 is, what is the history before writing called? Number 1, what is the history before writing? There's a term for it. History before writing for number 1. Let's see, let's do a couple from here. Number 2, these are creatures that walked upright. Creatures that walked upright for number 2. Creatures that walked upright. History before writing, creatures that walked upright. Number 3. Let's move it along so we get to a lot of different things. Ooh, here's a good one. Something we need for civilization. Number 3 means to tame an animal. Remember, in the beginning, we had to tame animals, and we had to learn how to farm, and we needed a water source. But for number 3, I just need the term that means to tame an animal. Number 3, to tame an animal. All right, let's get to a couple different civilizations here. All right, number 4. Number 4 is, let me check these so I don't mess up. Number 4 is, a stepped pyramid was called a what? A stepped pyramid was called a what for number 4? A stepped pyramid was called a what? Ooh, I like this one. Number 5. Number 5 is a religion that has many gods. A religion that has many gods for number 5. What is that called when a religion has many gods? Let's put some rivers in here. Number 6. Number 6 is, what is the river that flowed through Egypt called? Number 6. The river that flowed through Egypt was called the what river for number 6? Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Got to do this. Number 7, this is the belief that your soul would be reborn in a new body after you passed away, and it comes from the religion of Hinduism. The belief that your soul would be reborn in another body after you passed away, number 7. Moving on. Let's see. All right, here we go. In ancient Greece, a city-state was called a what? For number 8. For number 8, a city-state in ancient Greece was not called a city-state, it was called a blank. It was called a what for number 8? What is a city-state called in ancient Greece? Ooh, I like this one. Number 9. Number 9 is, what was the formation that the ancient Greeks used to fight in? What was the formation that they fought? There was 2 things. The soldiers were called hoplites, but they fought in this formation for number 9. And we must at least get to 1 into our area of Rome. So, number 10, and your final question for the quiz part. Name me one person who was in the first triumvirate. One person who was in the first triumvirate in ancient Rome. One person. There was 3 of them. Remember, tri means 3. Give me one person that that was in that first triumvirate. So that is the first part. The second part that you will be turning into me is going to be 10. Count them. 10 questions, 10 pictures. Pictures with color, meaning use crayons, markers, whatever. If you have them, if not, you can let me know. Not a big deal. But these 10 pictures are going to be from anything. Anything from first semester. So let me give you an example, just so we're clear. So you are going to draw pictures that represent things that we have talked about from this first semester, and it could be anything. So, for example, I'm not going to tell you about creatures that walk upright, because that was one of your questions. But if you wanted to talk about early humans and cave paintings, for example, you might do a picture of a cave painting or a cave with people doing something, stick figures, or however you want to do it, showing me cave paintings. Pretty simple. If you wanted to show, let's say, I don't want to say anything on the test that we just had, so let's say we'll go to ancient Greece. So let's say you wanted to talk about democracy, because Western civilization started in ancient Greece, and democracy is the way that they operated. You could draw a picture of people voting or people having a debate or whatever. The point is, you're going to label it, tell me what it is a picture of that you're saying, so I make sure I know what you're trying to draw, because I know we're not the best drawers in the world, me included. Some of you are, but for those that are like me and who are not, just write down what you are drawing the picture of, and then I'll see it. So 10 pictures with color, if you have it, of anything from the first semester, those pictures representing things that we have talked about. So turn those things both into me, and we can get started with the next semester.